Good day, everyone. I am CHRISTIN MAE Supremo Napiere from BS Bio 2A. In this video, we will be talking about the molecular genetics of bipolar disorder. So I will discuss the definition of bipolar disorder, the symptom of bipolar disorder, what is the type of bipolar disorder, etiology for a bipolar disorder, who is at risk in this illness, the treatments, and also the conclusion. Bipolar disorder, also known as maniac depressive illness. It is a brain disorder that causes unusual shifts in mood, energy, activity level, and the ability to carry out all day-to-day tasks. And now, I will discuss the symptom of the bipolar disorder. People with bipolar disorder experience unusual state emotional that occur in distinct period called mood episode. An overly joyful or the overexcited state is called the manic episode. An extremely sad or hopeless state is called a depressive episode. So, sometimes a mood episode includes symptoms of both mania and depression is called a mixed state. The symptoms of mania or manic episode include the mood changes, including here a long period of feeling high or an overly happy or outgoing mood. And also, there are symptoms of depression or a depressive episode include a long period of like feeling worried or empty and loss of interest in activities once enjoyed and including the sex. Symptoms of mania or manic episode include behavioral changes. It was like talking very fast, jumping from one idea to another, having racing thoughts, being easily distracted, being restless, sleeping little, behaving impulsively, and taking part in a lot of pleasurable high-risk behaviors, such as spending stress, impulsive sex, and impulsive business investments.
But depressive episodes have behavioral changes, include feeling tired or slowed down, having problems in concentrating, remembering, and making decisions. Also being restless or irritable, changing eating, sleeping, or other habits. And depressive also thinking of death or suicide or attempting suicide. And now we are going to discuss the type of bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder usually lasts a lifetime. Episodes of mania and depression typically come back over time. So, there are four basic types of bipolar disorder. And first, bipolar 1 disorder. It is mainly defined by manic or mixed episode that last at least 7 days, or by manic symptoms that are so severe that the person also has immediate hospital care. Second is the bipolar 2 disorder, defined by a pattern of depressive episode, shifting back and forth with hypomanic episode, but no full-blown manic or mixed episodes. Third is the bipolar disorder not otherwise specified, or the BPNOS. It is diagnosed when a person has symptoms of the illness that do not meet diagnostic criteria for either bipolar 1 or 2. The symptoms may not last long enough, or the person may have too few symptoms to be diagnosed with bipolar 1 or 2. However, the symptoms are clearly out of the person's normal range of the behavior. Last is the cyclothymic disorder. It is a mild form of bipolar disorder. People who have cyclothymic have episodes of hypomania that shift back and forth with mild depression for at least 2 years.
And now, I will discuss the etiology for bipolar disorder. Scientists are learning about the possible causes of bipolar disorder. The brain and bipolar disorder. The experts believe that bipolar disorder is partly caused by an underlying problem with the balance of the brain chemicals called the neurotransmitters. In genetics, bipolar disorder tends to run in families. The children with a parent of sibling who has bipolar disorder are 4 to 6 times more likely to develop the illness, compared with children who do not have a family history of the bipolar disorder. And also, study of identical twins have shown that the twin of a person with bipolar illness does not always develop the disorder. The study results suggest factors besides genes are also at work. And also, it is likely that many different genes and a person's environment are also involved. In this illness, who is at risk? Bipolar disorder often develops in a person's late teen or early adult years. At least half of all cases start before age 25. And some people have their first symptoms during the childhood, while others may develop symptoms late in life. Bipolar disorder have also treatment. First is the medication. The mood-stabilizing medication are usually the first choice to treat bipolar disorder. Example is the lithium and Depakote. Next is the psychotherapy. In addition to medication, the psychotherapy or talk therapy can be an effective treatment for bipolar disorder. It can provide support, education, and also guidance to people with bipolar disorder and their families. Example, the cognitive behavioral therapy, the family-focused therapy, and also the psychoeducation. It is almost certain that over the next few years, the identification of bipolar susceptibility genes will have a major impact on our understanding of disease pathophysiology. This is likely to lead to major improvements and treatment in patient care. That's all. Thank you for listening.